Claire Jacobs. Number 23, Jada Gooch. And number 25, Bailey Reyes. The head coach for Bishop Heelan is Sean Mansfield. He's assisted by Caroline Fear and Mary Kate Brenner. Now let's meet the starters for the Mustangs from Dallas Center Line. Number 00, Emerson Torski. Number 2, Camden Bear. Number 3, Paisley Edgerton. Number 4, Patty Lane. Number 5, Anna Nicholson. Number 7, Kenna Kneep. Number 10, Kelly Edgerton. Number 11, Gia Focus. Number 12, Ava Nicholson. Number 16, Olivia Evers. And number 18, Riley Lenz. The head coach of the Mustangs is Dave James. He's assisted by Mark Bennett, Jeff Kane, and Joylyn Raymond. The officials for this evening's match. The referee is Aaron Valley. Assistant referees are Tom McCullough and Matt Wyatt. And the fourth official is Amir Haji. Best of luck to both teams. Congratulations for reaching the state tournament. Let's play championship soccer.
Well, welcome into the Girls Athletic Union Broadcast Network here, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Getting you ready for the final 2A quarterfinal action today between Bishop Heelan and the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. And two teams that are very familiar with state tournaments. DCG four straight defending champ. Meanwhile, Bishop Heelan bumping up from Class 1A to 2A this season. And talking with their coach, he said, we got nothing to lose out here. I think that approach has to be present against a team like DCG.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, pretty much said they just got to lay it out there and see what happens. You never know when you get into games like this. It's a 50-50 proposition when the game starts on winning and losing. So felt good about coming into the game. Flip side, just a ton of experience coming in with the Mustangs. Looking at their offense is very well balanced. We don't have anybody that stands out. Nobody with over 10 goals. A lot of gals 8, 6, 5 goals. And we kind of see the other side of that with Jada Dausch on the other side, a senior forward for the Crusaders with 30 goals on the season. So we're going to kind of see a tale of two different offenses that are coming and clashing here tonight with the final game of the night.
Should have introduced ourselves. John Schaefer, Austin Oliver on the call tonight. And once again, you're watching the 2026 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, as sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to champion our youth and all they have to offer, Iowa's future. So, getting ready for a good one here. Again, DCG caught them at the tail end of their season against Valley. They lost that game 3-1, of course, playing up a class. But that game also had the feel of two teams saying, hey, guys, let's not do anything crazy or stupid. We know we're going to be making playoff runs both respectively, and both have made it here. So I think it was one of those games where it was a friendly, more so than a super competitive mindset. But I think we'll see a different DCG tonight.
Absolutely. It's like I said, with just so many options offensively, you just can't key in on one person. It's going to be, like I said, the opposite on the other side, where they're going to keep an eye on 23. Right from the word go. You'll probably have multiple girls marking her every time she touches the ball. But who do you stop on, on the Mustang side? It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the wide open offense that the Mustangs bring in tonight.
Well, Heelan will start off with possession here. They work it up ahead to Ava Peters. Peters will hand it off to Daniela De Los Santos. De Los Santos, opposite. We haven't played it all on grass. They've spent 4 days practicing. They thought it'd be maybe a hair shorter.
Yeah, they played on a little bit shorter turf than what's in the facility here. It is a little bit longer, so you'll, like we said earlier, probably going to see a little bit of sloppiness from both teams here initially, while they get a feel for how the field is going to play, how the grass is going to grab that ball when they start to make those passes, as we get a foul on the far side, but referee says play on.
Addie Lane sends that cross in. She had a great run down the line. The junior midfielder just sends that one, though, across the end line, so it'll be a goal kick. Talking with DCG's coaching staff, obviously there's a lot of attention on their 4-time defending championship, but he said this is a team that has a lot of faces that weren't part of those championships the last couple of years, and that makes a difference.
Yeah, they've got the experience of being here and some exposure to being here, but he just felt like it was different than past years, I think is what he kind of said, Dan James, when we got a chance to talk to him right before the game. So he said it's just going to be a little bit different this year than what it's been the last couple of years.
Both of these coaches talking about how deliberate they'll have to be with their touches as well, dealing with a little bit longer grass. It's just not going to have that typical flow these teams are used to, as Bishop Heelan's going to send that one to the top of the 18 box. Nobody really there for it, and it's cleared away by the Mustangs. Mustangs coming back the other way. It's Paisley Heidgerken. She's going to send one over the top, and having to run after it is Kenna Knief. Knief can't quite track it down before it drifts out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in back the other way for Bishop Heelan.
Yeah, if you were going to key in maybe offensively for the Mustangs, it would be Paisley and Tinley, two freshmen and a sophomore. I assume sisters here. But one with 8 goals and one with 7 goals kind of to lead the Mustangs. But like I said, after you get there, you got several with 5, a couple with 6. So the offense is wide open after that first set of goal scorers.
DCG creates a turnover in middle of the field, and look for them to try and maybe create to the outside a little bit, although that goes up the middle and taken off the foot of Heidgerken. Played back. DCG content with settling. They're communicating, but it's knocked down. Heady play in pursuit there by Ava Peters. Peters relentless in her pursuit as that ball takes a hop, skip, and a jump over the tent of the DCG bench. We'll get a throw in. Long throw in here for Leah Folkerts. That's booted back at the DCG bench once again.
We haven't got a chance, John, to talk about the weather at all. We're really pretty much sitting on no wind right now, and that sun is hot right now as it starts to whittle down and get to a sunset here, but we got it right on our back. It's just definitely going to be a factor for the girls out there on the pitch. It's going to be a toasty one out there for the next few minutes.
And we will have every 10-minute hydration breaks, so they will stop the clock, stop the game, and let these teams rehydrate every 10 minutes. Rightly so, as that one will just take a wander out of bounds once again. But yeah, you could see it in warm-ups. Both teams, both their coaches addressing it, saying it's hot, we know it,
yeah.
We'll keep you hydrated. They have the snap towels. It's okay, they have shifted the hydration breaks 15 and 30. So I know they were doing every 10 last game. They've gone to 15, or the 30-minute mark and the 15-minute mark.
Got it, okay.
So 2 instead of 3, which I think is probably a good move.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
it not necessarily going to hinder anybody in that
No,
sense.
I think the 3 kind of disjointed the game a little bit every 10 minutes, stopping the game with some teams are playing with some momentum, could definitely become a factor, but you still want everybody to be safe at the same time.
And I think these athletes would find a way to stay hydrated even if they didn't get a break, but certainly appreciate the attention to it. Don't need anyone getting sick from this, but it's been a good game back and forth thus far. Back into our action, and here comes an opportunity for DCG. Strong run here. Paisley Heidgerken, she's taken down inside the box. No, she is just outside of it, and this will be a direct free kick. An opportunity for DCG. Paisley Heidgerken, a great run, strong pursuit, taken down just outside the 18.
Yeah, I got a replay coming here. It looks like it must be just right outside.
Yeah, I think they'll rule that initial contact just outside the 18, and that's where it starts. And so stepping up to take this, Anna Mickelson, the junior. Mickelson steps back. I think this will be on frame. She's got a 3-person wall to work through. Mickelson steps in, drives, goes low, and handled nicely at the other end by Claire Jacobs for Bishop Heelan. First true threat of this game. Maybe wants a little bit more foot on that, does Anna Mickelson.
Yeah, Mickelson probably would want that one back and see if she can put a better ball in there, but hopefully she'll get another chance in there to see what she can do with the next one.
That one takes a big hop and then headed back, and now here comes another run back the other way for the Crusaders. Just a little too strong with that touch was Ava Peters coming off her line. Emerson Torski, the junior goalkeeper, handles that lovely.
Well, we've already seen number 25, Bailey Reyes, sending a ball long. Kind of, it looks like she's playing like a defending midfielder, and she's sending a couple balls. Has really booted it in there and see if anybody can chase it down. So we'll have to keep an eye on that Is that going to be the initiator of the offense for the Crusaders, or are they going to be looking to have more ball possession?
Throw in, goes back the Crusaders' way. Reese Bleeker looking down the line, finds an errant foot of Leah Folkerts. Folkerts plays it right back up the line to Olivia Ewers. Ewers ahead. Beautiful pass to Knief. Knief, nice move, trying to work around a defender. Elle Delaney does a great job defending that. They do say she taps it out. Now off the throw in, here come the Mustangs. Trying to put it back into the 6-yard box. It's another haphazard tackle as Knief goes down, and this is another threatening spot. We've seen 2 tackles that have been a little bit tough here near and around the 18.
We got another call here, maybe on the far side. Do we have a...
Are they saying, I think they're going to warn this photographer to back off. Oh, no, they're calling.
It was offsides.
It was an offsides. Okay.
Offsides? Yeah, before the play happened.
I'd also just advise the young photographer on the backside of that net to maybe drift back a little bit.
Right on the line. Looks like it from here at least.
Again, great access around here given by the Union, but we want to make sure we're attentive to the needs on the field first. Ball's going to roll into the referee water bags over here. It'll be a throw in for Bishop Heelan. Elle Delaney will take it. Delaney looks long, finds the foot. Once again, Peters, she's a bit of a focal point for this offense. They'll work it into Jada Dooch. Nice little give and go. Dooch looking for a run over the top, cleared away nicely by Riley Renz.
Saved right on the line on the far side.
They'll go back and forth. A little hezzy step there from Tenley Heidgerken. She's trying to work into some space. Has a go with the left. Doesn't have enough on it, though. And this one will be played back to this DCG back line. Mustangs have possessed a lot of this, though Crusaders have had a look or two here or there. There's another tough tackle and a step in by Reese Bleeker. One thing that I do recall about Bishop Heelan in 1A last year as well, they are a physical team. They finish their plays. They don't do it in a dirty, malicious way necessarily, but they let you know their presence is there.
Absolutely, but those fouls are going to stack up here, and eventually it's going to lead to a yellow card here at some point. So I think that's the third very, very similar tackle that we've had on a 50-50 ball. As they put that on frame, ooh.
Mickelson lofts that to the far corner. Jacobs handles it. Cool as a cucumber there.
Yeah, we saw one almost exactly the same in the game beforehand that was mishandled by the goalkeeper and led to a goal. But almost a very similar play on that one.
Always on your toes, certainly, as a keeper. Ewers going to middle that, but it's picked up by Bleeker. Bleeker now has some space. She's going to go right at the defender, try and play it to the corner over to Peters. Peters plays it back. Bleeker. Bleeker going to try and cross it in with the left. It's blocked. Strong battle for it. Crusaders come away with it. That's another dangerous tackle as Juliet Bainbridge is whistled.
I think already significantly more physical than our game earlier between
certainly between North Scott
and Gilbert. Sorry.
Yes, no, you're fine. As the possession goes Olivia Ewers' way, she's looking back to the middle, playing it on that far side of the box. Ball's going to roll out of play. They're going to roll that a goal kick. They're going to say that was tipped off of DCG, I think. And we will get our first IMT insurance substitution. Checking in here, Annabella Reyes.
So we'll have a defensive back lineman taking the free kicks there from the goal kick there, and this one's going to run out of bounds. Didn't connect up with anybody.
Jason Esslinger making a great play on it over here by us. Here comes the throw-in back the other way. Folkerts looking a little long on that layered throw-in, but it doesn't find the foot of her teammate. So it's going to be a battle. Coming away with it is Bella Reyes. Mickelson now trying to fight off a defender. She commits the foul there, and that's the first whistle against DCG in this one as she got Dooch. So Bailey Reyes going to give this a drive towards the 18. It flares up. Dooch tries to knock it down. It's played back forward. But again, Crusaders are going to possess. It's Bleeker. She'll play it back once again. Pressured is Emma Caro. DCG wins it. They've been hounding that Crusaders back line so far to start this game. Anna Mickelson now with it. She'll play it back again. Trying to get a little bit of a switch on the cross as DCG doesn't really work well, though. But here come the Crusaders with numbers going back their way. It's Dooch with possession. She plays it ahead, but finds the foot instead of Riley Renz, who sends it away. Again, this ball's been up in the air quite a bit. A lot of 50-50 opportunities as Leah Folkerts handles that pressure wonderfully on the near side and gets it ahead and kind of flips the field a bit here. Ball drift back again, another through ball, but no one making a run for DCG. I take that back, a slight run there for DCG as there's a collision. And staying down, I think getting the worst of it was Addie Lane. We're going to get a whistle there. I think her ankle got rolled up a bit. She came out, and Claire Jacobs came out to make a play on it. Just a three-player collision.
Yeah, a lot closer initially than what we thought it was going to be, and looks like she's getting a sub here. She signals to the bench, and we get a sub here. It's
I think that's 17. An automatic just because she stayed down for an injury. So Addie Lane does sub out the junior. This season, she's had 6 goals, 2 assists, 34 shots, so she is an offensive producer for this Mustangs team. And they'll let her get off the field before they restart that clock.
Now, let's take a look at the defense for the Mustangs. Very upperclassman laden. You've got 12, Mickelson, a senior back there, Folkerts, a junior. I think who else do we have back there? Number 11, that's Folkerts.
You got Riley Renz, who's a senior.
Yep.
Didn't catch who's on the far side, but Renz kind of anchors the middle as that back there.
An opportunity here for Knief.
This is up ahead. Knief into space, gets around a defender. She's got the near side, going to dribble through. Fires with the left. It does not get across the goal line. Instead, it's cleared away. Heady defensive play by the Crusaders to fend off the first strike of this game.
Knief, nice job cutting across the front. Had even kind of deked the goalie as we get a replay here. Taking it all by herself and seeing what can happen. And it just misses off of a score. Had somebody kind of coming in there at the end. I was just not able to get a touch on it to get it over the line, but it was very, very close.
Anna Mickelson now on the Channel Seed corner. She'll sail it to the far side of the 18-yard box. It's headed back in, making the diving save. Claire Jacobs is on the spot once again. That header coming off of Riley Renz. She touts so much size in there and gets a noggin on it, but again, Claire Jacobs corrals it just before it crosses the end line. DCG sustains their possession time. They've certainly had a majority of it, but Crusaders have shown glimpses of speed that they possess. Possessed in the middle by Knief. She'll play it back. Handled by Mickelson, played back ahead. This is Heidgerken. She turns it over. Reyes plays it back there to Bleeker. Bleeker now with some space, trying to create more. Lofts it up and over. That finds no man's land, and Folkerts will just boot it back up in the air. Played back to the corner. This is Daniela De Los Santos. De Los Santos plays it to the corner again. That defensive line for DCG predicting it, being a bit proactive on their counterattack with that back line as we get a stoppage. I believe we're going to get a hydration break here with the first one, and we will head to break here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7, That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
We're back here at Lead Rec Fields in Ames, Iowa, on the campus of Iowa State University. John Schaefer, Austin Oliver on the call for the Girls Union Network, once again powered by Mid-American Energy. We've had a good one, plenty of energy in this one, Austin. Back and forth we've gone. DCG, plenty of opportunities to speak of here in the early goings.
Yeah, I think they've had the momentum. If there was a little bit of a tilt, it's definitely going in their direction. But that back line for the Mustangs has just pretty much stifled any kind of offensive whisper that the Crusaders have wanted to try to get going.
Reyes tracks that down. She'll play it back. This is Dooch. Dooch hounded. Weaves through a couple of defenders using that speed. She's going to have a go from range, and that's right into the breadbasket of Emerson Torski, the junior goalkeeper. Dooch has a quick trigger, and she got plenty behind it.
Yeah, but we saw the dynamic movement from her there. She beat out two defenders and got an opportunity to take a shot and did not hesitate at all. So I'm expecting to see quite a bit of that as we get further into the game.
That's knocked down inside the box. Dooch shouldered off of it, and it's cleared away. Strong defensive play there for DCG, and now they're going to try and counter back. Off the volley, it takes a big hop. Again, hydration breaks at 30-15. And North Polk just scored behind us. That's what you hear the cheers being. Again, the perk of being back-to-back with the opposing field. Again, these two teams will meet the winner. Whoever wins this one meets the winner of North Polk and Waverly Shell Rock. DCG with possession here. They're going to play it up forward. They're find Jaden Chandry. Chandry up ahead for Heidgerken. Heidgerken steps around. Little hesitation from Chandry leads to a turnover. But again, DCG with a lot of possession time here. Elle Starman. She's looking out wide. They're going to cross that back over onto the far side of the box. There's a couple of DCG players there with it. Why not have another go at it? The cross stays in play. Far side of the field. Didn't quite catch a number on it. It might have been Hannah Harvey. Meanwhile, DCG retains possession, and they're going to go right back on the attack again. This time it's Leah Folkerts. Folkerts sends her out to the corner. Turned over, but again, DCG seems to get the ball back so quickly.
Yeah.
Even when they turn it over, there's a trip, and just a simple trip. And we're going to get a clock stoppage, and I think we're going to get a discussion about touching the ball after the whistle. Quick stoppage, quick conversation. Just want to let players know not to do that. Let them continue to play, and that ball's delivered in by Reyes. Takes a big hop up and an opportunity for the Crusaders inside the 18-yard box. It's shouldered away. Riley Renz again there, but this will be another Channel Seed corner for the Crusaders.
It's good to see Addie Lane coming back into the game off that injury, so she seems to be moving well.
You're going to see probably a few more substitutions than normal today with just the way the heat is, trying to keep legs fresh, trying to keep players cooled off. As we get the corner on the far side, it's Dooch delivering it, swings it with the right. It's bending in, having a run at it. Great look there for Juliet Bainbridge. Instead, DCG comes up with it, and they're on the counterattack. This is Renz. Lost it for a moment, keeps it on her foot. She'll play it back. This is to Folkerts. Folkerts over the top. Now Chandry. Chandry has some options. She's going to play it to the corner. Here's a great run from Addie Lane. You mentioned her subbing back in. That's just a little long for her.
Yep, she flip-flopped sides, so she went from the right side, now playing on the left side. So a common tactic is the subs start to move through to test some of the matchups to see if there's a matchup that's a little bit better.
Dooch sends it ahead to Peters, and what a play coming off the line by Torski. Confident. 5-6 yards outside her box, if not 10 yards outside her box to clear that away. DCG keeps that possession once again. Lane plays it to the middle. Over the top, Mickelson. Mickelson looking for a runner. Not quite there. Instead, Heidgerken finds a foot, turns it over again. Playing it back to the corner. There's a dangerous tackle. Hannah Harvey, though, keeps it on her foot. Heidgerken going to track it down. Keeps it on her right foot. Trying to draw. That's lovely defensive play by Reese Bleeker. That play by Bleeker is a game changer.
Yeah. Could have very easily gone down on that play and had a completely different outcome to that 50-50 ball.
And start seeing some of the heat get into some of these players, hands on hips, maybe kneeling over a bit, just trying to catch their breath. Heat hits differently this time of year when you're just not used to it.
Yeah, just watching these substitutions come in, you can definitely see that girls are labored here. As one of the players on the far side
Knief,
there.
yeah.
Knief took a shot to the head, I think. Referee's keeping an eye on her, but says play on.
That's played out of bounds. Quick throw in coming here for DCG. Knief going to play the volley up and over. Get some air on it. She's had a physical start to this game. Under 20 minutes to play. Played it up ahead, Addie Lane. Turned over, stepped in beautifully by Tenley Heidgerken. Here's Lane again. She's got space to work. Going to play it down to Heidgerken. That might have a little too much juice on it. It does. It'll be a goal kick for the Crusaders.
Yeah, great idea. Just a little bit lacking in execution there. She got a little bit too much of that ball. I've seen a lot of those balls, though, today have caught that grass and have settled down there right on that back line. So not a bad choice there for her to send one down there.
The goal kick. Played long by Reyes, settles in Mickelson's feet. Mickelson plays it up ahead. This game living at midfield a bit here, but here's a nice run by Bleeker. Bleeker puts a move on. She's grabbed onto. Ref says play on. Bleeker keeps possession. She's going to play it out wide. The cross in with the left, fielded nicely. Torski gets a hand on it, then cleared away by Heidgerken. Strong defense by DCG, collapsing, creates a turnover. A run here by Addie Lane. She's looking for an outlet ahead, defended beautifully by Bainbridge. Sent ahead. Tracking it down, Knief. Knief plays it up. This is Chandry. Chandry has a turn, has a go. Beautiful save by Claire Jacobs.
Yeah, nice settle and turn by...
Chandry, Jaden Chandry.
On the far side, nice quick trigger. Made the goalkeeper make a save, sent it out of bounds, so it'll be a corner kick for the Mustangs. I think observation-wise, I think just the Mustangs are getting the ball in space. It just seems like they've got more time on the ball. Yep. They're able to push the ball up without Crusaders stepping up and marking. So I think that's been the biggest difference in how this game's gone so far.
And that corner doesn't amount to much as we get some substitutions once again from IMT Insurance.
Yeah, the service comes up a little bit short, and I think it was a knee that took it out of bounds there for one of the Mustangs, so it'll be a goal kick for the Crusaders. Yeah, you definitely see the hard work on the faces of these substitutes coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, haven't seen much on the field yet, but when they're coming to the bench, they are laboring to get off the field, and they're definitely feeling the effects of this heat.
DCG, Chandry plays it ahead. Looking for a turn here. Trying to find it is Paisley Heidgerken. She's taken down. We're going to get a stoppage here, and this may be a card.
Yeah, Heidgerken, that was a great example of what we were talking about, how she settled that ball down and was able to just survey the field. She took 3 or 4 glances before she actually made a move and got it onto the feet of Knief and drew the foul. Knief drew the foul, and that'll be Heidgerken taking the set piece.
This is Tenley Heidgerken. Tenley steps up, delivers. She's going to deliver it on frame, but that's got a little too much air under it. Needed more of a driving finish on it than kind of that chop finish.
Yeah, had her heads in her hands as soon as she hit that shot, wanting that one back to see what she could do with it again. But like I said earlier, you're going to learn from each of those attacks and get a little bit better and should be getting a little bit more accurate as the game goes on.
Quick throw in here for DCG. They want to move quickly. It's Chandry up ahead. Played back now. Lane going to cross it in, looking for Heidgerken. It's steered away with a header, and here come the Crusaders on a counter. Playing it ahead to Dooch. Dooch settles it, keeps it on her foot. She's going to have a go, but it's right into the midst of Torski. And that, she had a 2-on-1 opportunity. She easily could have dribbled that more into space and made a decision harder.
Yeah. Made the goalie make a decision on who she wanted to go and probably could have dropped it off to whoever was there. And I think we'd have a first score of the game if she would have just settled down a little bit and been patient.
And that's the thing with the Crusaders. They've been on their heels much of it feels like, but if they can get a counter opportunity with Dooch and Peters up front, they know how to create opportunities in the blink of an eye. 15 minutes to play here in half number 1. 2A quarterfinals, the 6-3 matchup. DCG, Bishop Heelan. It's 0-0 right now. DCG's, I'd say, had the best opportunities, though the Crusaders have had a look here or there. This game could easily be a 1-1 or 2-1 game. Turned over. And a nice step in once again. Good defense by Mackenzie Wilcox, forcing the issue. Trying to hem DCG in now. DCG works away from it. Here's Heidgerken. It's Tenley, the freshman. She's going to play it back to the middle. Nobody there but Reyes. Reyes going to try and counter right back. Heelan content with some possession as that one's going to be flared out of bounds. Just a little too strong off the right foot of El Delaney. Throw in coming from Leah Folkerts. Folkerts puts it up. And that's cleared back away. Strong play by Mackenzie Wilcox. We're going to get a substitution. Paisley Heidgerken checks back in. Going to take out Jaden Chandry for an IMT Insurance substitution. Lofting it high. Just didn't quite get it to Heidgerken. Was Folkert's throw, and instead she'll play it back to the middle. Back pressure on her. Now it's Tenley Heidgerken. Off the head. Cleared away by Bleeker. Battle for the ball at midfield. Played ahead once again. Settles down at the foot of Paisley Heidgerken. She battles through one defender. Plays it out wide for Addie Lane. Lane looking to cross it in. This is where the coach for DCG said they live. The cross by Lane. Need away, not done yet. Tenley has a go with the right. No go. Cleared away there. And they're going to call a foul on the follow-through. But this is what we talked about with DCG in the pregame. They said they want to work out wide and play off those crosses as we get substitutions. I think we're also going to get another hydration break. Oh, we've got an injury on the Heelan side of things, and that's what caused the substitution to our left. DCG gets the substitution on their right.
It's just been wave after wave for the Mustangs. I mean, it's as soon as they get a shot down there and get an opportunity, they get it out and try to get it out of the offensive zone there for the Crusaders, and DCG knocks it down and sends it right back in again.
And we're going to get an advantage whistled here.
Handball there maybe, or maybe
no, our official just waited to see where the possession would go after the foul.
Got it.
He wanted to give DCG an opportunity to gain it back or just blow the whistle there. So good, heady play. Our officiating crews have been great today.
Yeah, Aaron Valley, the center ref, with us for the first time today.
That ball played in off the short throw-in and kicked out of bounds once again, trying to get something going with L. Starman. Another long throw this time coming. Whipping that into the box, and it's not fully a comfortable possession there until it's in the hands of Claire Jacobs, but making a late run at it was Addie Lane. It's going to be headed straight up by Mickelson and settles at the feet of Folkerts. Folkerts plays it back to the middle. DCG, plenty of time. That's Camden Bayer. Tries to have a go at it. And we're going to get a couple of substitutions here once again, brought to you by IMT Insurance. You can definitely see more of this weather wearing on some of these girls out here. A lot deeper breath in this game versus what we had in our, I'd argue, our earlier game.
I totally agree.
Right into the chest, and then a quick flick on, and she's got a little bit of a tie up there. Hook and a hold, I believe, in the NBA.
Yeah.
And they're going to play it quick. Does DCG?
I thought he called a foul, but he let the throw-in go. So
I think he just kind of saw that as a tie-up that was, going both ways there. But here comes DCG once again looking for a run from Ewers. They're going to call this a Channel Seed corner. Ewers on the run. Mickelson's going to trot across to the corner for this one. And we should get another whistle for a hydration break after this. Most likely around the next whistle. The single cloud in the sky is shielding us from that sun for a moment. Mickelson set to deliver. Waiting for her team to set. She drives it with the right. She's trying to hook it far post. Instead, it stays high in the zone. It's going to settle at the feet, and having a go at it before it's cleared away was Addie Lane once again. Lane has it. Little hesitation step. She has it taken by Daniela de los Santos. I think they called a foul there, though.
Yep, they did. AR on the far side did a foot sweep, he said, so.
Must have clipped the toe as she went for the stab on it.
Yep.
So another free kick here as we approach 10 minutes to play in half number one. It's 1-0 on the score sheet behind us. Waverly Shell Rock trailing North Polk. And here DCG threatening once again. They've had countless free kicks in their offensive third. This is Mickelson again, set to deliver. She'll drive it again, looking for a head. It's off a body and then cleared away, but not out of harm's way. Firing off with the left, and what a finish and a step in. And DCG strikes first. I believe it's a Heigerkin.
Number 3.
That is Paisley, the sophomore, getting DCG on the scoreboard first tonight.
Yeah, the pressure finally paid off after it had been wave after wave as we go to a replay here from Randy. Ball just bounced around a little bit, and Paisley was able to get a touch on it right as the goalie kind of made contact with it, went right through and went in for the score.
Well, and that touch by Knief with the left, it didn't have as much pepper on it as I think she wanted, but it also kept Jacobs on her heels enough where you could get Paisley Heidgerken making that run in and getting a touch on it with the left to finish her off.
Absolutely. That takes us to a hydration break with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here.
So 15 minutes, so 25-minute mark, and then the 10-minute mark of the halves are where our hydration happens. So
are we going to stay, Randy? Yeah.
I think we'll keep it here. So far, this has been a really entertaining game for those of you just joining us. Again, Paisley Heidgerken starts the scoring at 9:40 left in this first half. And again, it comes off of a free kick on the far side. The free kick comes across, bounces back out. DCG, hot pursuit, creates that opportunity. And now they've got the Crusaders on their heels.
Yeah, and I don't see this pressure, letting up anytime soon here for the Crusaders. They're going to have to figure out how to get that back line nailed down to try to get some of those balls out of there after the first attack there, so they could get their offense freed up. Jada Douch is out there wanting to get that ball and get it down the field. We've already seen her be dangerous out in the open field as they had that 2-on-1 earlier in the half.
Yeah, I don't think for a second Bishop Heelan's going away tonight either.
Hey, I want to take a real quick second to give a shout-out. Audrey Juergens, a JV player, one of the other team members for DCG, tore an ACL just a couple weeks ago, had surgery today, so wishing her well in her recovery. I know she's out there watching, probably sitting on the couch enjoying the game, and appreciating a 1-0 lead for her DCG Mustangs. So giving a call out to her tonight.
Always appreciate all those players. Plenty of injuries happen throughout the season, and it's tough on these athletes when they do have to go through something like that. So wishing a speedy PT recovery for her as well.
So still a string of possession is exactly kind of what the Crusaders needed right now, is that back line for the Mustangs sends it back out, but they do get it settled down again to try to get something working again for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and they've got a couple of playmakers in Peters and Dooch that can certainly create opportunities. But here comes DCG on another run. Lane put it ahead, turned wonderfully out there, but turned over once again. DCG has been relentless in their pursuit, and they're creating plenty of pressure. Heidgerken turns it over, though. Didn't have a great touch, a little bit of miscommunication with her and Knief. Under 9 to play in the first half now. Throw in goes short. Content with some possession here as DCG as they play it into Paisley Heidgerken. She's going to have a go with the right, and crashing in on it was Ewers. Just could not get to it as Claire Jacobs came off her line confidently once again. Jacobs has been called upon plenty. She's made the right decision every single time. Yep. Just unlucky on one break. So we'll get a throw in for Bishop Heelan, which cues a substitution. IMT Insurance, Annabella Reyes checks in. She'll sub in, and Julia Bainbridge will grab a breather. As we sit 1-0 DCG, 7:45 to play, just under, here in Ames, Iowa. Lead Rec Fields, campus of Iowa State University. It's been a great move for the girls' union, bringing the action up here to Ames and keeping things in central Iowa still, but great facility, plenty of seating for fans, food options, etc. As that's sent in on frame, but nothing really doing with it as Torski will scoop it up off the hop. She'll boot it away back to midfield, looking for a quick flick on. Here's Paisley Heidgerken. They're going to call the handball as she kind of played it off her foot and inside of the arm.
Yeah, caught the upper arm there and affected the direction of the ball, so they went ahead and called that foul.
Bailey Reyes going to play it short this time, keep possession. She finds Bleeker. Bleeker looking for an option herself, tries to loft it up and over. Instead, it's headed away. Right back to Bleeker. Bleeker keeps possession again, hounded relentlessly by Tenley Heidgerken, and then it's cleared away by Mickelson. The boot goes off the shins of Addie Lane, 6:30 to play in our first 40 minutes. Again, stick with us on the Girls Union Network all week long for state soccer action here, powered by Mid-American Energy. Got 3A tomorrow, off day Wednesday, built in case of weather. And then Thursday, semifinal action for all three classes. And we get into championships at the end of the week. Dooch makes a move, crosses with the left, cleared away, but not fully away. Peters has a go. Her right-footed shot's blocked, and now here comes the counter from the Mustangs. This is Folkerts. Folkerts working into space. Does not have numbers, but she's going to keep attacking. Strong play. She's going to fend off Annabella Reyes. Looking for the nifty move was Knief. Knief keeps possession, trying to find a way to cross with the left. Loses it. Defended wonderfully by Heelan. That was Ellie Delaney. Now here comes Camden Bear. Cleared away. Crusaders trying to find that touch once again. DCG has kind of reinvigorated themselves and started pressing a little bit more. Stepped into Folkerts, turns it over. They're going to call a throw in for Bishop Heelan. We had a little collision in front of us. That's why you heard the O from the DCG bench. Mia Rooney just ran straight through the defender that stepped in on her.
Yeah, Ewers went down hard, but popped right back up.
Bleeker stepped in with a leaping kick, and some back pressure there applied to Camden Bear.
Yeah, we've got a microphone set up for field sounds, and it happened right in front of the microphones. I don't know if you guys heard the thud at home when those two collided, but we definitely heard it from the table here.
Keeping it low there for the clearance was Tenley Heidgerken. This is up to Olivia Ewers. Ewers plays it to the middle. Heidgerken plays it back to the middle to her sister Paisley. Paisley looking for some space. Goes to Lane. Lane out wide. Going to be pressured here by Daniela de los Santos. Lane gets around her. Great slide tackle in late by Emma Caro. 4 minutes to play. Long throw in. Booted back out by Reyes. Be another throw by Paisley Heidgerken. Again, it's been an active first half for DCG. Paisley Heidgerken had the first goal of this game, the only goal of this game. That's going to be ridden astray, but finds a foot. Here's Lane weaving through defenders, looking for a little help. And it was a great look for Knief, but defended nicely as well, and Claire Jacobs does a good job to stick with it. Sometimes those tip balls can create some issues.
Yeah,
so we get one more look at it on the near post.
That ball just kind of fell down to Knief's foot there, and she just didn't get a full shot on there, and it just kind of dribbled harmlessly to that goalkeeper.
Well, now here comes another run. Ewers shielded off of it by Rooney. That was the collision you heard earlier, those two. And they collide again, just less fiercely.
Yep.
A little bit more finesse behind that one. Here's Ewers again, trying to cross it in with the right, looking for an outlet. Lane can't get to it, defended nicely on the back line by the Crusaders. Fielded ahead. And booted right back at that Crusaders back line. DCG content with just pressing and pressing. This is Folkerts now. He finds an outlet with Heidgerken. Heidgerken using that long stature to protect the ball as she gets run through. That was a big collision by Ireland Jackson. A little bit shocked there. It wasn't a call on that, but they'll play on.
She kind of been a part of some of the other
haven't seen her a ton
50-50s.
in that, yeah. But that was a clear physical play. And then it's tapped out by Folkert, so it's going to go back the Crusaders' way. And again, the only reason I said I was a little surprised that that wasn't whistled was it was a pretty clear body check.
Yeah, it was.
You know, I'm all for physical play, and the official says play on, so we do.
Yeah, he didn't even miss a beat on it either.
No.
So.
Reyes sends that deep, but DCG content with a little bit of possession here, but turned over. Peters on top of it. Official says stay on your feet. And DCG in a little bit of trouble here. Dooch crossing it back in far post. Tapped ahead, does not go. It's cleared away. DCG's collapsing defense holds the line. This is sent up the line, speaking of which. That'll get out of bounds with 45 seconds to play. Big throw in by Ellie Delaney.
Yeah, prime opportunity for the Crusaders. Did not that score up right there and just were not able to get that final touch.
But not out of the woods yet is DCG. Crusaders pushing it. Under 30 to play. Created turnover here by Paisley Eidgerken. Paisley steps over a tackle. Going to keep possession. She's got 20 seconds to work. A lot of ground to cover. She's gassed. She's just looking for somewhere to go with it, and that should do it for our first half of play as DCG will take a 1-0 lead into halftime against the Bishop Heelan Crusaders. Any final thoughts before we head to break here, Austin Oliver?
Producer Randy's going to throw us that replay of the scoring opportunity for the Crusaders. Single touch there, got it back to the middle and bounced around a little bit, and I think there was just one of the defenders, number 12, stepped up. Mickelson stepped up and got that ball out of there, but it was a little chaos there for the Mustangs for sure. Their hearts were probably in their throats to give up a score that late in the half.
Well, it was an entertaining first half, to say the least. DCG leading in this one, 1-0. We'll have the final 40 and a look and a quick reflection on it after a quick break here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Hey, Frank. Oh, it looks like you spilled some grease.
Grills are multiplying and you need flavor that's bold.
There's nothing left for you to do
but to go to Fairway, your dream for Midwest meat. It's the one you need.
Yeah! Fairway, it's the one you need.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/wecare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Life's buzzing with energy, from the delightfully routine to the novel and exciting to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
We hope you're enjoying all the great competition you're seeing here today. At the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're grateful for the incredible support that makes this event possible. None more vital or valued than the proud title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau. With me here today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau, to explain why their organization invests in and supports the Girls Union.
Thanks, Aaron. The Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for more than 2 decades now. The athletes competing here today represent the very best of our nation's student athletes, driven, dedicated, and committed to teamwork. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we share those same values. Our farmers lead the nation not only in the production of corn, hogs, eggs, and ethanol, but also in the implementation of a number of innovative soil and water conservation practices which hold soil in place and reduce runoff. These shared values unite Iowa's student athletes and farm families, and our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the perfect opportunity to celebrate that commitment to excellence statewide.
Thank you, Brent. We appreciate the Iowa Farm Bureau's ongoing support and the role you play in helping Iowa's girls shine.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Excuse me, man. You dropped this.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
I'm going to need a Welcome back out to Lead Rec Fields here in Ames, Iowa on the campus of Iowa State University. Girls Union Network powered by MidAmerican Energy with a great barn burner here, 1-0, but it's been filled with opportunities. Austin, give us a quick thought on it. I think both teams have had chances.
They have. It's definitely tilted the way of the Mustangs. That defensive line up until the last 2 minutes of the first half was pretty solid and didn't really let anything in. Had a one little breakaway earlier in the half, but that had been all it really amounted to. But had some things going there right as we went into the half, though.
Everything's kind of been chalk thus far outside of the 7-2 matchups today. Started in Class 1A. Ablington-Parkersburg knocks off Davenport Assumption, perennial power Assumption in overtime. The 7 seed knocks off the 2. Behind us right now, North Polk, the 7 seed, up 2-0 on Waverly Shell Rock right now.
Yeah, just saw a goal, the second goal as we went to half. We both got to take a chance to get a look at that, and was a nicely placed set piece that the goalie couldn't control and ended up getting a tap in. Goal for the second goal for North Polk, and they are ecstatic over there.
Waverly Shell Rock pressing a bit right now. That game also on the Girls Union Network. And then looking ahead tomorrow, Waukee Northwest, Dubuque Hempstead will open the day at noon. Waukee Bettendorf start 15 minutes after that in the 4-5. Northwest the favorite at 11-0-3 this season. The 2 seed this year, West Des Moines Valley. The Tigers, a stout team, and then you've got a battle of the Ankeneys going on in the final quarterfinal as Waverly Shell Rock does answer back with a goal of their own. It's now a 2-1 game.
Yeah, John, I think you called that as we were sitting there watching that. You mentioned that they're going to be Waverly Shell Rock's battle tested. They've been down here a couple times and been in situations just like they're in right now. So you'd said that you would not be surprised if they come back, and maybe they've started down that path right now.
Yeah, don't be shocked. Waverly Shell Rock's a team that's been in the championship game countless times. They've lost to this very DCG team in a couple championship games as well. Meanwhile, here on this pitch, DCG up 1-0 against Bishop Heelan. The Crusaders make the move up from 1A from last year to 2A this year. Nothing to lose. They're certainly still in the hunt, but they've got to find a way to possess the ball a bit more as we approach half number 2. If you're DCG, can't afford to sit back on your heels either with the playmaking that the Crusaders do have.
Yeah, they'll look to put another goal in there, try to put another goal in there, or batten down that defense. I have noticed there's been a couple times when the Crusaders have been, moving down on offense where it's been 2 offensive players, but there's also 6 defenders, for the Mustangs that are sitting there waiting for them to come right at them. So.
And we got plenty of action going on behind us. You can hear those cheers through our headsets as Waverly Shell Rock has another chance at a set piece. Again, that game on the Girls Union Network, not that we want to shy you away from our game here because we've got a good one, but certainly 2 good ones brewing here in the Class 2A quarterfinals as we approach the final 40 of this contest between DCG and Bishop Heelan. These 2 teams have combined for just 4 losses this season and 2 draws. 13 wins on the Mustangs side, 12 for the Crusaders. Neither team wants to call it quits here. Chatting with the referees, they've made one comment about the turf that I think is interesting too. Lines are hard to see.
Yeah.
They may need to repaint tomorrow if they can, because I'm guessing they probably mowed them down a little bit after they painted them, obviously, and so they are a little faint.
We did have a rain this morning, I believe, so I don't know when they put the paint down, so it could have been after that, could have taken away some of the sharpness of the lines. Yeah, because that foul that we had, right outside the box early on in the game, we just couldn't see if it was inside the box or not.
What we can see is an opportunity for the Crusaders. Dooch comes through. They're going to call a handball and say it went off Dooch's arm. Otherwise, it was a great opportunity, but no less, Torski was there just in case as Crusaders come out with plenty of pace as we get one more look at it, the turnover, and then Dooch going to come through, just takes an unlucky hop off the defender and into her arm. If that goes off her chest, she's got a grade A. You can see Bishop Heelan saying, you know what, we're just going to push the throttle down a bit more. They play with speed.
Yeah, not a lot of finesse so far out of them. They've been a physical team, got called for quite a few fouls there, no cards yet. But I'm guessing that they're probably teetering on a couple of them there, possibly. But it's part of their game as they draw a corner kick here early in the second half.
That's Peters, also one of their playmakers. And certainly an opportunity for the Channel Seeds. Corner kick brought to you by Channel. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com. We await the corner hit kick here. It's Dooch looking for a cue from coach, and she's going to drive one in long, far post. Punched out. Lovely job by Torski. She's been sharp all game long, too.
Yeah, double-handed there. Just took that ball and sent it right out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Crusaders on the far side of the field.
We're talking about this in the halftime break as well, how critical it is having a decisive, confident keeper. Really can make or break these top teams when they get here, because you can't afford to start questioning your decisions or being unconfident as you're fielding some of those balls.
Yeah, we see Torski twice on the breakaway that ended up in a foul. Torski had come out and took that ball right out of the forward's foot there to stop the play, even though there was a foul. But once again, right there on the corner kick, went up and got that one instead of waiting for somebody else to make a move and send it out. So very decisive play for her.
Great move out into space here for the Crusaders, but turned over. Back comes DCG playing ahead. Heidgerken, Paisley. So I almost lose my paper with the first gust of wind we felt in an hour. Played it out to Addie Lane. Lane knocked down. Loose ball. Mickelson gets it. Tapped out of play by Rooney. Mickelson with the throw in. It's quick, but settled down nicely by Bleeker. Bleeker's been a standout for me for the Crusaders thus far. That's driven into the box, knocked down, taken. Here comes an opportunity for DCG, playing it to the corner. Lane hesitates, goes for the chip, and that's going to sail up and over. They're going to call that a goal kick, as that was not tipped. But coming in nicely there was Knief. I thought she could have maybe had a turn and go with it.
I think she also very easily could have drawn a foul there right on the edge of the box as well. So lucky play there for the Crusaders to get that out of there unscathed.
Bailey Reyes gonna boot that one away. Finds the foot of Daniela de los Santos, but she turns it over. Chipped up and over, and an opportunity for DCG once again. Knief trying to settle it. Cannot keep it in. Just a little bit of a poor touch off her body on the volley, and just kept rolling on her. We talk about how long this grass is, but at times it's been quick.
Yeah, it's every time we think it's going to just die right there at the end line, it ends up rolling out of there. So maybe they cut a little shorter at the end lines. That's maybe I'm going to go with that.
Try and create some pace in the offensive end.
Exactly.
That ball knocked down once again. Ewers. She possesses, plays it ahead to Paisley Heidgerken. Heidgerken sticks with it, battling through. Great defense by Juliet Bainbridge. She wins the battle, feeds it ahead to Bleeker. Bleeker working through a couple. She's got speed, has some space, burns another defender. She's out into the open, looking for a play up ahead. Just could not wrap it around. She had a running Peters and Dooch. It's a great run, though, by Reese Bleeker, the senior.
Yeah, they'll look for more of that to try to break down this defense just a little bit. I think she maybe beat 3 or 4 different defenders on her way in there. Was running like a gazelle there as she moved forward.
Big boot on the goal kick. Pushed right back in, and the Crusaders not going to back down from anybody, and Mia Rooney out-muscles the defender, wins it, sends it in the cross, not cleared away nicely. Bleeker trying to step in on Heidgerken. Heidgerken comes away with it, feeds it ahead to her sister. Paisley now turns it over. Bainbridge, strong defensive play here in half number 2. And that follow-through just gets too far out in front of that offensive front.
I wonder if sisters playing with each other, they get a special kind of frustration with each other maybe? I don't know.
That, or they're just know wherever they're going to be at all times.
That could be a little sisterly telepathy.
Yeah. Grab on there, and DCG trying to find a little bit of room to work. Turned over again. Crusaders have certainly continued their physicality as Mickelson tries to find an outlet. Nice little move. Dooch steps in on her, and Mickelson working around that, but Dooch stays with it strong. Finds Peters up ahead. Peters' shifty move. Finding space. Looking for more. Looks for Dooch over the top. Dooch going on a run. And that one maybe a step just too short. As Emerson Torski steps off her line confidently, but look for them to come back to it. Bleeker ahead again. This time it's Rooney. Rooney going to play a through ball. They're looking for the through to the middle. And at some point, it's going to work,
Yeah,
the way they've got that back line committed.
Yeah, that seam, they're trying to hit the seams and just have not hit it exactly right yet. But with 30 goals, you know that number 23 is going to break through one of these times and they're going to get an opportunity on goal.
Speaking of breaking through, Knief has an opportunity to Lane. Lane going to have a go at it. It's tipped and then scooped up by Claire Jacobs as that one took a little bit of a funky skip off of the back defender and created some opportunity for Knief as we get one more look off of it. This is a great look by Knief, feeds it out to Lane. Lane going to just take a step at it, and Crusaders have done a good job getting a foot in the shooting lanes, knocking down those shots.
Yeah, beautifully weighted pass, though, by Knief to get her into some open space and get an opportunity for take that shot on goal.
As we've got another whistle for a throw-in. Going to get a substitution here as well, IMT Insurance. So we get some fans finding shade back behind the net.
I don't know if they're going to let him stay over there.
Yeah, there may be a discussion. Just because I'm not sure what the rule would be on that. Well, we play on while we await to see what happens with those fans finding some shade and reprieve from that sun. But DCG fends off a great opportunity there by the Crusaders. We'll keep the action going here on the Girls Union Network. Here comes a great run by Knief once again. Ahead to Heidgerken. Heidgerken going to have a go. Tries to get it back to her right foot. Plays it up to Knief. It's out of her reach. And then Jacobs will jump on it.
Now, as much as Knief's taking it through the midfield, I'm surprised she doesn't have more assists. Just 2 assists on the year. But she's been kind of the facilitator as she's gone through there, divvying that ball up to some of those shot takers.
This is a great,
that's some hard work out there.
Great battle by both Annabella Reyes and Leah Folkerts. Folkerts came out on the winning side with it as DCG maintains possession once again. They'll play it again to Heidgerken. Back over to Mickelson. Mickelson will bring it back, keep possession. DCG content with that. Now they're looking for a through ball. Lane on the run. Lane with a little bit of room. Going to cross it in, looking for a header on Knief. It's not there, but the threat is not over. Ewers sends it back in the box and finds just the backside of that net. Nearly goes in. And an opportunity there for DCG as their counter has been very strong today. We'll await some substitutions. You guys are good. You're good. The goal kick played out and up ahead. DCG with another opportunity. Knief looking for a little bit of an outlet. Heidgerken couldn't corral it. It's played to the back line. Plenty of time here is waiting for Camden Bear. Bear out of the reach for Addie Lane. And now we'll get some substitutions. Brought to you by IMT. Hannah Harvey checks in. Ellie Starman checks in. I catch the third number on that.
The last one was Chandry.
Chandry, Jaden Chandry, who's had some time up front for Bishop Heelan. Bishop Heelan trying to find some pace here as that goes down the line. They get a little bit of help. It's Bella Reyes. DCG creates the turnover. Heidgerken going to play it out wide here. This is Harvey. Harvey crossing it back in, turned over. Bleeker there. Bleeker now. Finds some space, finds a foot. That's Peters. Peters battles for it. It's still possessed Rooney. And then Harvey kicks it out. Rooney going to look for a fast throw in. Doesn't really have an outlet to go to yet. She's going to look down the line, finds Peters. That's going to be flicked out of bounds for another throw-in. Ava Peters, the sophomore, flashed some speed today. Been really impressed by her game. Can hear off of our field camera the conversations about the fans, but They are sitting on both end lines, so typically they don't want fans on end lines at games. Heidgerken trying to play it ahead, but she's hounded by Bainbridge. And the call is met with some disagreement. DCG wanted to play it quickly, didn't have the right spot for it, so they'll reset.
Aaron Valley knocks that down pretty quickly and says, come back here, we'll reset.
This one delivered by Renz. Renz going up over the top. Close to a handball, no whistle. Instead going to be back played over the top again. Chandry in on it, but Jacobs right there. Claire Jacobs, the senior, has been sharp tonight. Certainly that one goal not on her fully.
Yeah.
But here come the Crusaders once again. 28 minutes to play roughly. This is going to drift into Torski's 18-yard box. She'll scoop it up and settle things back down. DCG really controlling possession time again here. But you don't have to possess it forever to win a soccer game.
Yeah,
either.
exactly. I mean, it's and you're only down by one goal, so it just needs to be one mistake or one offensive push here, and you're right back into this game, and it's tied up. Almost keeps that in.
Yeah, unable to do so on the save by Ellie Starman. Down the line to Peters. Instead, it's booted back down the line this way, and here comes Chandry again. She's got a little bit of room to work. She's going to loft it up over the top. Heidgerken going to try and track it down. Jacobs right there at the top of her box again. And that's a tough play. You got to stand in there when you got a girl barreling down on you like that.
Yeah, she was coming for it too. So it's a nice job out of her to be calm and composed and just settle that down and get her team back into play.
Kind of drifting goal line to goal line right now and without much of a threat. Finds a foot, settles at Heidgerken's. Chandry trying to track it down, battled off by Reyes. Bainbridge ahead, Peters. Peters lofts it up over the top, looking for a runner. Annabella Reyes finds a foot on it. She's going to have a go, thought about it, goes up over the top. And it's just over the crossbar for Annabella Reyes.
Gosh, on our angle, it looked really close here. Almost looked like it went in there for a second.
And we are going to get a stoppage here for the hydration break, but I got to say, Heelan is finding these little moments that certainly put DCG back on their heels as we get one more look at it. This is a great job by Annabella Reyes to find some space in here after this touch. Just creates it and then goes for it. I think she could have had to go right there at it and maybe has a little bit better angle, but no less can't falter for when she did.
Well, the 50-50 ball, she just wanted it more, and just pressured up, got that ball, and got that shot off. Nice shot.
Timing's everything. DCG now a bit on their heels. But it's been a toasty evening afternoon evening for this action, but this is the final game of the night.
It is.
Then we get into 3A tomorrow with noon, 12:15, 2:30, and 2:45, and then break Wednesday, action Thursday, break Friday.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have to use Wednesday. The weather holds up, and we don't have to use Wednesday for anything special.
Or Friday, for that matter.
Yeah, Friday for sure, yeah.
So it'll be an interesting rest of the week, but it's moved along nicely. The field's held up, obviously, with some of the rain we've had. I think we'd take some of that rain just to keep it soft.
Yeah, the field's it's beautiful. You don't see people slipping.
No.
Everyone's got good, good torque. They're able to really push through. I haven't seen any of the.
Last year, it certainly changed the dynamic of how those games went. A lot of skip balls. It's a different beast. So.
We're going to start to see maybe some cramping kind of creep up into the game now. I see the goalkeeper for Heelan is stretching, trying
Claire
to get those,
Jacobs,
trying to keep those calves nice and loose there.
I think if I'm a coach, I tell the girls to grab a seat. They've been on their feet for a bit here. Just sit. Maybe you're trying to avoid some cramping. I know when I cover the Iowa Wild, they've got the pickle juice shots on the bench that they utilize, and there's a lot of different things that they've got for hydration factor. So might not be shocked to see some pickle juice out there tomorrow.
No, I would not be surprised. It's going to be a rough day tomorrow.
Referees grabbing a quick swig as well. Credit to all of our officials. Again, anybody that has any interest in it, please go approach it. We always need referees, always for every sport. Soccer's no different. We're approaching baseball, softball. We can always use umpires. If we don't have those roles, we don't have those games. You're losing JV games, 9th grade games, because we don't have officials to call those.
Absolutely.
And I've seen it at the highest levels too, in 4A, but especially in some of those rural schools, the 1As and 2As of the world. Those JV games are just as important as the varsity games, especially for those kids trying to develop.
Yep, building the sport.
So again, take a look into the officiating. Both governing bodies have links to sign up for and learn more about the officiating crews, and I know they take a lot of pride in making this a great experience for the athletes too.
Absolutely. It's been kind of a testament to the referees that both the games we watched today, they just have not been a factor in either of the games. It's they've been pretty much disappeared, and they're able to focus on the product that the girls are able to put out onto the field and just really revel in the skill and the finesse and the beauty of the game for these gals as they get out there and play a game that they love.
Can certainly appreciate when the refs don't make it about them, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we sit 1-0, 25-41 to play. DCG leading Bishop Heelan.
Well, flip-flop the fields here. I don't really think there's really any advantage. I mean, the sun's out there and is a factor, but, it's going to be a factor for one side of the field looking into the sun and really doesn't impact the gameplay like a wind, something like that would. Or if the sun was in the, behind a goal or in the front of a goal, something like that. So I don't think it's going to be really any advantage either way here.
DCG working ahead. That ball does not get out of bounds. It sure looked like it was close. I think it stayed on the line. Chandry playing it ahead. Knief steps through, has a go, and it's tipped away. A great opportunity for Knief. Peters gets in on it. It's going to be a Channel Seed corner kick once again.
Yeah, it might have been one touch too many for Knief there. She tried to pressure in there. We'd like to see her shoot it right there.
Right here, yep.
Yeah.
Have a go.
But just couldn't get enough control of it there to feel confident about the shot here. But that'll lead to a corner kick, which
Mickelson will set things.
Could be just as dangerous here.
Hannah Harvey is going to be taking it. We're good. The sun glaring off of our monitors. Harvey sends it into the box. Far post, bounds around inside the 18. Big save! Claire Jacobs, the sprawling save, keeps it a 1-0 game.
Get a replay of this corner kick here. Nicely weighted. That's a beautiful ball there. Bounced around a little bit, and then a one-timer from the outside. And the goalkeeper was in the correct position, and Jacobs laid out and controlled that ball.
DCG trying to counter back once again. Controlled much of the possession in this game. Addie Lane taken down. That 50-50 kept by Heidgerken. It hooks in. What a strike by Tenley Heidgerken. Upper 90 makes it 2-0.
Just a nice touch. Was patient as the ball settled onto her foot and just took it cross net. We'll get the replay here. A beautiful goal.
She has all day on this 50-50. Sets, delivers, bends it. Nothing Claire Jacobs can do about it. 2-0 DCG, the four-time defending champs.
Perfectly placed right there. Could not have been a better shot off the one touch. I thought she settled that ball down, but she did not. It was a one touch, a single touch, and she put that ball away. 2-0 to the Mustangs.
A huge goal for the freshman, but here come the Crusaders. A great strike, and that sails just wide of frame for Annabella Reyes. Could have easily been 2-1 in the blink of an eye. Crusaders can strike quickly. Can't write them off. Still 23.5 to play. DCG trying to keep that possession. They'll work it ahead, but Bleeker intercepts it. Bleeker has been all over the field tonight. She's going to find some space. Down the line she goes. Tries to work through a couple defenders. She's taken down. We will get a free kick. A clear incursion there.
Yeah, Addie Lane jumped up and down a little bit, claiming she did not foul, but referee says she did.
They'll get the 10 yards.
Nice opportunity here for the Crusaders here to get one back here as they put it into play.
Bleeker sending it on frame, confident, and then run over. Dooch goes and checks on Emerson Torski, who took a lick on that one. And that's just a common foul. Dooch going to make a play, and collisions happen. It's part of this game.
Absolutely.
It's a fast-moving game, and physicality certainly belongs in it.
Obviously want to protect the goalkeeper in as much of an instance as you can because they're in a very vulnerable position with their arms stretched out and player goes down hard. That's
Bleeker
going
again,
down hard, yeah.
She went in there, kind of got a leg sweep, and now it's Heidgerken again. This is Paisley. Paisley plays it out to the corner looking for Hannah Harvey. Harvey in the corner. Wants to cross it in. Great cross, far post. The header is deflected wide. Addie Lane now going to try and track it down. DCG going to keep pressing.
Yeah, Starman almost stretched out her neck enough to get a touch on that one. Would have been a beautiful header goal off her forehead if she could have got 4 inches taller maybe.
Mickelson had a go off of that, just did not get it anywhere near frame, and that leads to the goal kick. That should have been a goal kick, I thought. Interesting. It was a punt. Maybe it was just scooped up. My apologies. I missed the ending of that play when I saw where it was heading, but there we sit as that's kicked out of bounds. DCG up to 21 minutes to play. Paisley Heidgerken on the throw-in, going to look to throw long. It's a big one. Bats around, and then it's going to find Heidgerken again. She's going to put it on frame just wide. We will get a substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. Mia Rooney checks in for Bishop Heelan. She will take out, looks like, Mackenzie Wilcox. Again, this has been an entertaining game, a physical game. Plenty of opportunities going on both sides of the field.
And really physical and not a negative way either. I mean, they've been good sportsmanship on knocking each other down and helping each other up and making sure everybody's okay. So it's been a good display of sportsmanship at the same time, but it has been a physical game.
That's won by Starman, but then cleared away. That's misplayed. Settling at the feet, just trying to clear it away, was Ava Mickelson. Instead, Crusaders get possession back. Peters fended off nicely by Anna Mickelson.
Yeah, it's a heads-up play there by Mickelson. Saw he had an opportunity to get a shoulder in there to kind of pop her off the ball and did so.
Knief, a great touch in and around Ellie Delaney. They're going to hand fight there a bit. Looks more like a rugby scrum for a moment. We will get substitutions. Starting to see some changes here with the Crusaders. I think they're starting to sense they need to create some more offensive opportunities, so they're going to pull a backline defender up as Bailey Reyes comes out. They're moving to a 3-5-2, so 2 attackers up front, 3 defenders back, 5 in the mid. And that's going to just try and create a few more offensive looks and pushing forward.
Could also create some defensive lapses as well, but that's you got to do something in order to try to get back into this game and get a score here.
They're going to award the free kick. Tenley Heidgerken just got a little bit too much body as she was battling for that. Now they'll push it forward. Looks like Bleeker again. Reese Bleeker's been all over this game. She's going to play it short. Peters going to field it. Look for some space. Tries to flick it on. Doesn't work. Heidgerken plays it ahead. Guess who? It's Paisley. Paisley Heidgerken hounded from behind. Great play by Peters to get a foot in on the ball. Then she's tackled. Advantage is played on, and they're going to say that's where the advantage ended, so they'll bring it right back there as Peters got hauled down by Tenley Heidgerken.
2 near fouls kind of back-to-back. The referee caught the second one.
So 18 minutes to play, 2-goal game. Crusaders need one quickly to really get this thing back into an interesting spot. A lot can happen in this final 15 minutes. It's chipped ahead, up to Bleeker. Bleeker flicks it on. Settled back down in Mia Rooney. Rooney trying to probe, finds Bleeker. Bleeker into space, cuts it back in, has some room. Going to use that speed, tries to cross, it's cleared away. Mickelson does a great job. But what a move by Bleeker to create some space for herself.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right calling out. She's just been a factor here late first half and most of the second half here. A lot of the push has been done by her as we moved up the field in control of her, the ball on her foot.
Bainbridge's throw-in is headed back out of play. She'll give it another go. Does. Right into Bleeker. Bleeker trying to flick it on for Rooney. Rooney, that's a strong shoulder and a little too strong for the liking of our officials.
Looking at statistics, Bleeker 14 assists on the air, so it makes sense that that she's the one kind of facilitating as she moves through the midfield.
Third on the team in goals as well with 9 this season is the senior. DCG going to keep possession on their back line, but there's another turnover. Dooch has a go, looking far side. Nearly snuck it in that far post. Sneaky shot.
Torski committed early there, too, for the dive here as we get a replay here.
I mean, why not at that range?
Well,
she's got the leg to do it and nearly bends it in. She's kept curling away and away and away.
Yeah, just settled it down and driven the shot there.
Headed forward. Nice little turn. Emma Caro. Caro battling with it. Knee brace and all. They'll award the foul. A little bit of sister picking up sis. Did you notice
chippy,
the stare down there a little bit?
I saw it as well.
Paisley Heidgerken giving a little bit of a shoulder there, and after
like
Caro kind of cut down her sister.
Felt like she was kind of looking at me as she was looking through through the player from Heelan.
Anna Mickelson set to deliver this one from long range. She's going to uncork it. That is driven hard. Nicely handled by Claire Jacobs. That had a little bit of heat on it on the one hop. Mickelson's got a big leg behind her.
Beautiful settle there on the driven ball from the goal kick.
Yeah, Peters trapped that nicely, but comes up again. DCG has just been swarming in all aspects, but here's Bleeker again, chops down the pass, now has some space, going to go toe-to-toe with Mickelson. Jumps around it. She's trying to draw something there with that contact. It's out to Rooney. Rooney with some space. Can't corral it. Handled nicely, Folkerts. Folkerts now with room. She's going to take this and just try and eat a little bit of clock and then play it down the line. Why not? Turned over, though. That back line for the Crusaders is batting down the hatches a bit. Heidgerken settles. Again, content with possession, playing up over the top, Ava Mickelson. It's right back. Here's Heidgerken again. Can't quite get to it. Chandry couldn't corral it. It's bounding every which way, and that's off the clearance attempt by Caro. Right back to the goalkeeper, Claire Jacobs.
I think what I'm most impressed about the Mustangs is just how quickly they change from offense to defense to offense.
Yeah.
Like when they get that ball in a defensive position, they are immediately looking upfield and getting it upfield, connecting on passes, and just flip the field back over to their offense so quickly and efficiently.
Great battle there. Annabella Reyes does not come out successful against Anna Mickelson. Mickelson wins it and then plays it up ahead. Chandry's pass deflected. She tries to come back up with it. They're going to keep fighting for it as that one will drift in and nearly take out our setup from the other field. possession.
I'm going to get a score for this other game here. It's got to be close over
I think
here.
it's 2-1 still, I believe. That's fine. Austin stepping away. And we will stay right here with this action. 13:08 to play. We should have one more hydration break coming. And that's played up ahead. Just a little too strong, too much pepper on it for Olivia Ewers. Ewers going to try and hunt it down, but Caro gets to it first.
2-1. 3 minutes left.
Still 2-1, 3 minutes left over there between Waverly Shell Rock and North Polk. North Polk, the Comets trying to pull off the upset over on that field. In this one, Heidgerken clips Caro. 12:40 to play. There'll be a free kick here.
Yeah, emotions are high next door right now.
And they'll start heating up here too, especially if Bishop Heelan can find a way to bury one. That's off the face of Chandry. Heidgerken playing one through. Here comes another look. Heidgerken has a goal. What a save. Claire Jacobs confidently comes out and chops the shot. And this will be a corner kick by Channel Seed. Another look at it. This is a beautifully played ball. And Heidgerken has a look at it, gets a clip on it. That is a nice save by Claire Jacobs.
Jacobs decisive on that one. Knew exactly what she wanted to do coming out and just stuffed that ball right on the foot of Heingartner.
Here's Mickelson now set to deliver the corner. Looking into the sun, that could create some issues. Mickelson sets, delivers. It's chipped far side, just sails over the crossbar on the sprint in by Tenley Heidgerken. She got a foot on it, but it goes well up and over the bar. It'll be a goal kick now for Bishop Heelan.
Yeah, to set the shot on goal was Paisley to Tenley. It was Tenley to Paisley, freshman to sophomore there. Beautifully weighted ball to get her sister an opportunity to get a shot on goal there.
Comes the substitution. Paisley Heidgerken going to check out as Jaden Chandry checks back in. Chandry going to knock that down. Keeps it. Knief now with it. Has it in a threatening zone. Turns. Bleeker there. Cleans up the mess. Chandry picks it up though still. Stays on the foot of DCG. Chandry in space. Trying to dribble through. Has a go. Didn't get all of it. And it's scooped up again by Claire Jacobs. The punt knocked down at midfield.
1 minute.
1 minute left in the other game right behind us on field one. Gooch sends it back. And Bishop Heelan going to keep possession here. Caro, nice little cross, the nutmeg there, and then sends it to the corner. Here's something setting up nicely. Annabella Reyes tries to cross it. Going to have another chance. Keeps it on her left, then falls.
Great defense.
That was Riley Renz once again. She's been steadfast back there in the middle. Comes up with the big one, but turns it over. Caro with a great step, then can't quite drive it home. Heidgerken now trying to draw some numbers. Stepped into by Bainbridge. Dooch couldn't corral it, lofted up. It's going to head back and forth a bit. Bainbridge strong on it, wins that battle. Peter's going to keep it. Tackle not successful, but DCG does come away with it. North Polk completes the upset 2-1 over Waverly Shell Rock back behind us.
That's the final whistle here.
And that is a massive upset.
Final score.
So the Comets will face the winner of this one on Thursday. This was the Comets' 8th trip in 9 seasons to the state tournament. Now who will they meet? DCG has the 2-goal edge right now. That's driven far side. Trying to get ahead on it. Couldn't quite do it. Was Ewers. That's one of those you almost want to look it in, but you can't quite look it in the right way. So now we're going to get a hydration break. With that, we're going to go to a break on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Back here at Lead Rec Fields in Ames, Iowa, on the campus of Iowa State University. 8:54 left in the 2A quarterfinal bracket. 3 teams have punched their tickets to the semifinals. North Polk upsetting Waverly Shell Rock. So both 7 seeds in the 1A and 2A brackets advance with upsets over the 2 seeds. In this game, 3-seeded Dallas Center Grimes, 4-time defending champion, ahead of Bishop Heelan 2-0. North Polk and DCG did not meet this season. On the other side, you'll have Norwalk versus North Scott. Tomorrow we'll settle the 3A pairings, but 1A and 2A will have been played through here in an 8:54, barring any stoppages. So the goal kick by Heelan. They're trying to make the comeback. First year up in Class 2A after being a perennial power in 1A.
My sister's number 10. My sister's number 10, yeah. She's very soccer.
And we can hear the conversations here on the sidelines. Always fun to hear those, but the Crusaders with an opportunity. Annabella Reyes dribbling through some traffic, tries to go with the left, can't quite do it. We'll get a goal kick. And looking for a substitution is Paisley Heidgerken. She's going to take out Jaden Chandry. Could hear her chatting with our 4th official here, letting him know that, hey, my sister's number 10. 10, Lee, in case you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Love it. You know, again, these little interactions make it that much more fun for these athletes. And, you know, they're ultimately competitors, but same time they're out here to have a great time playing a sport they love. And here's a good look at it for Knief. Nice move on the cross. She tries to cross it in, can't find Heidgerken. Instead, it's back out to Knief. This time goes for the high cross and a finish. Nearly lofted far post. It's still in play. It's going to roll out of bounds as that one went back and forth and back and forth. Ewers had a look at it on the far post as we get one more look at it on our replay.
Yeah, touch back out to Knief. Knief, just a one touch, just a pop up there in a really dangerous spot on the backside post, but just not able to get enough of a touch on it to put it away here. Is it a throw-in down here?
It was a throw-in, yes. So the long throw-in ends up at the foot of the Crusaders. This will stay in bounds. It had a little bit of English. They're going to call a goal kick. I take that back as it drifted out of play. 7:06 left in this game. Goal kick delivered. Bleeker does it. That's settled down at the feet of Daniela de los Santos. Chipped ahead by Peters to Dooch. Dooch harassed. Taken by Heidgerken, and then that's a strong shoulder. And then a step over, and we're going to get a stoppage here. I think we're going to get a quick conversation. I don't know that it'll be a card. I think it's just a conversation about, hey, let's not do that. We didn't need the Iverson step over.
Well, that was a better decision there by the referee to not give the card. I think it probably could have very easily been one. But
Mickelson lofts it there. Yeah, it was strong shoulder. Just want to keep it sportsmanlike. Kept on the foot there nicely by Ewers. Mickelson back out wide. Heidgerken playing it back. Possession game now for DCG. Heidgerken again will just chop it, and that's going to drift out of play. We'll get substitutions. Starman checks in for IMT Insurance substitution for DCG. On the other side, you've got Mackenzie Wilcox, a sophomore for Bishop Heelan.
For all you guys with Iverson step over on your bingo cards, you can mark that one off. Did not expect to hear that today on a soccer pitch, but you were exactly right in your description. Fourth referee interacting with us a little bit as well.
We are right here just a foot away from where players check in, so we get all those little interactions. And again, it's a competitive game, and I wouldn't expect anything less from a team looking to chase a championship down. And, you know, there's probably some frustration there that they haven't been able to crack through either. Big collision there as Bleeker and Heidgerken battle it out. That'll stay on the foot of Knief. Knief looking for some space, has Hattie lane out wide. They're going to rule offside as the flag comes up. And it'll go back the Crusaders' way now with 5:10 to play.
That's pretty crazy. I think that's our first offside call of the day on this match.
That's unheard of, I think, most of the time, isn't it?
Maybe a second one.
Yeah.
Even the game before, I think we
didn't have
one,
a single offside.
Maybe one there or two. I think it was a weird one as well, when they did call it, down by the goalkeeper.
That one's kept by Heidgerken. She plays it ahead to Knief. Knief with space and time. She's just going to try and find a little outlet. Nice shifty move. Has some more room to go. Defended wonderfully on the backside, though, for Bishop Heelan. That was Ireland Jackson. But again, DCG continues. Here's another look for Knief. Having a go at it. Chopped in. And one more, and there's the finish. It's Ewers. Picks up the rebound and sends it home.
Knief did the heavy lifting on that one, though, as we go to a replay of this. Knief made a nice couple of moves. Strong on the ball, stayed up, and was taken down right the last second and flipped over to Ewers, and Ewers had no hesitation and put that one into the back of the net.
3-0 DCG leads with 4:30 to play. And that finish likely puts a bow on it for the four-time defending 2A champs. You know, talking with the coaching staff for Dallas Center Grimes, they brought up a little bit of that concern that this team, while yes, they had players part of it, they didn't really play much in those championship runs the last handful of seasons. So how would they respond in a moment like this? A little bit higher pressure against a team that likes to play with pressure. I'd say DCG has handled it very nicely.
They have. They've really stepped up. Every player on the team from offense to defense has looked super solid today.
So 4 minutes, a bit of a formality at this point it feels, but don't ever discount what can happen in the blink of an eye in high school soccer. Flicked on, Annabella Reyes going to try and track it down, but pushed out wide by Riley Renz. Cross back into the box and just a quick scoop up by Torski. She'll fall on it. Just trying to eat a little bit more clock. And things have dampened. Certainly doesn't have that excitement that we heard behind us. Or I'd say just the energy.
The emotion.
Yes.
Yeah, the emotion. The emotion was high on the game behind us as that one whittled down to the last 4 to 5 minutes here. With that third goal, it kind of subdues the opportunities that may be out there.
I'm going to award the foul to Peters there.
Yeah, everybody's still playing hard, though, so not deviating from that at all.
Certainly mellowed out heat-wise, though, with that sun setting here to finish the night off, as there's a dangerous play, and Heidgerken saying, well, I got cut off there by Wilcox. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do, and it's just a quick conversation. Not sure what that extra music is playing.
It's
in
an
the
ice
back.
cream truck, I think.
Oh.
I don't, I don't know that's it, but it sounds
well,
like
you
got
to find it for me then. I need a scoop
Is there an ice
after
cream
this
truck
game.
here somewhere?
I know they got the Kona ice out here.
Maybe that's, I don't know.
And I think they had outside scoop
I think
maybe.
there's an ice cream store over there.
So they've had a couple. Oh, we found the culprit. I think it was an alarm going off. And it's just going to be snoozed until someone wakes up. Or until this game's over with the broadcast. Either way, thank you for the calming tones.
Exactly.
Whoever's alarm that is.
So we both thought we were going nuts for a second there separately. Didn't even say anything to each
Need
other.
to put
We
us
just
in a
heard it.
padded
Yeah.
room instead, Austin.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a fun one. Two minutes left in it, 3-0 game. This game could have gone a lot of different ways. Crusaders had their chances. DCG just, I think, controlled too much of the possession to really create much off of that.
Yeah, there were some flashes for the Crusaders. They'll be able to build on this and get some experience here at 2A now and build to that in the future as they moved up from 1A.
It's a different competition
It is.
level, certainly, and they've battled with one of the best
Yep.
perennials in this class, so nothing to hang your head about with it. As we now approach a minute 30. Of course, a lot of sports action going on around the country. NBA Finals, NHL Finals, Stanley Cup Finals. Got FIFA World Cup starting June 11th. That ball is played to the corner, and I think DCG is just going to try and eat clock out here. Heidgerken's going to put it there, and they'll signal a channel seed corner kick. Oh, foul. Foul on the corner, so it might as well be a corner kick at that point. And they'll just play it short, and they're just going to eat clock here and be content with running it out. Reyes comes in and gives it another boot. That's going to be a throw-in. Bishop Heelan trying to get some substitutions in here late. Don't know that we'll necessarily. Now we'll get it. And they're going to play on as they attempted to get a few in for some experience in this last few moments of this game, as DCG is going to advance to the semifinals as that's moved ahead to Wilcox. Wilcox not finishing the fight. That should put the final bow on it. DCG does get the win, 3-0. They'll advance to take on North Polk, a team they have not seen this season, in the semifinals Thursday, 2:45. One quick final thought from you.
Mustangs are just relentless all game. They, like I said earlier, they changed from defense to offense just flawlessly, and that was just too much for the Crusaders to handle and to jump up to 2A this season.
And DCG trying to defend a title once again. They've won 4 in a row in Class 2A. Their road now goes through number 7 North Polk on the other side of the 2A bracket, Norwalk and North Scott. Those games set 2:30 Thursday, 2:45 Thursday. Of course, join us tomorrow on the Girls Union Network for 3A action, starting with Waukee Northwest against Dubuque Hempstead and Waukee against Bettendorf. We'll turn it over for our public announcer to take things over for our trophy presentation and the bracket move.
For the awards presentation, in addition to receiving medals, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards today is IGHSAU Executive Director Eric Ehrlich, along with soccer administrator Tanya Moe. Congratulations to head coach Sean Mansfield and the Bishop Heelan Crusaders on an outstanding 2026 soccer season. Mustang fans, your team advances to the Class 2A semifinals, where you'll face North Polk Thursday at 2:45 on 52. Now we'd like to recognize today's quick star of the game, Paisley Heidgergen. Paisley Scout performances for the national team and the bracket to the semifinal. Thanks to quick star for their support in IGHSAU.
And there you have it. Paisley Heidgergen, well-deserved. She was a standout today. Again, DCG, a complete team game, getting the 3-0 win. They will advance once again to Thursday semifinal against North Polk. Well, that'll do it for Austin Oliver. I'm John Schaefer. Our great team out here. What a night it was. What an afternoon it was. We had an absolute blast here in Ames. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2026 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.